Reduced to a verb.
Well, guys. I'm game feeding. Yes, I'm definitely eating.
What are you eating?
I'm eating
some BBW wings.
Yeah.
Oh, look, split large.
What's your favorite part? The rest of that.
They only serve drumsticks and wings.
I don't do it with BBW.
I'm Jimmy A. Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. What am I saying? I'm Jimmy A. Just keep it moving.
You know the meme with Elmo and the face and the explosion in the background? That's the face I'm making. When he says he doesn't eat Buffalo Wild Wings.
No, you just say you like them extra juicy.
I would make a comment if we were going to keep that off right. It would be nice.
He's just Steve. She's Miss J, and that's Lamar, the angry one.
And Precious is somewhere in Fort Dix.
You guys, if you out there listening haven't seen the video yet, do yourself a favor and watch it, just for context.
Link is in the description.
Definitely shock and awe. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It needed to be done.
What
the hell, bro?
Shut up.
But yeah. So yeah, if you haven't seen
Nigga, it's not that funny.
if you haven't seen Charles Gambino's This Is America Tradition, go watch it. It goes over a lot of issues that America faces today and a lot of symbolism in that.
Yeah.
Using that word right.
Yes.
Symbolism,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, and that
It's extremely
starting
similar.
from the first pose he does.
From the moment he turned around in the video, that's where the symbolism started.
True.
No, actually no.
Yes.
From the way he was standing. Not the way he was standing, but the pants.
Yeah.
No, the entire thing, that whole
So
thing.
everything from the way the video started, everything was symbolic.
Yeah.
This was all definitely more about the visual than it was about the song. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, 'cause I tried to
The
listen
song
to
is
it.
not the song.
I tried to listen to the song without the video and it just doesn't work.
It's
Yeah.
pointless.
Well,
I
not
don't
only
like
that.
the song without the video.
Actually, if
It's
you listen to
but
the
still.
song, if you watch the video and listen to the song, the song itself is symbolic as well.
Yeah.
Yes. This was all about the visual. The song takes like 7 activities. He was trying to make a point visual.
The song itself also makes a point.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, but
I like the way it was well.
But
Everything was well.
without the context of the video, you wouldn't necessarily get the song too much. And then, like, if you heard
They
the
go
song
together.
first, and
Yeah,
didn't see
you
the
heard
video
the-
yet, you'd have to see the video and then you'd go, oh, okay.
But same for vice versa. If you just saw the video without the song, you get some certain things, but the song puts certain things into play as well.
This is true.
The song helps up with certain
like
parts.
without the video you wouldn't get the church thing.
Right.
You need the video for that.
Yeah, I'm not saying you don't need the video. I said to work together. The video is more work could stand on its own, but certain parts of the song fits well into the video, and it also helps express certain parts of the video.
Yeah. Like the church where he like guns down the choir, and that was like a representation of this guy.
That was the Charleston.
Yeah, the Charleston shooting. And,
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, like
The first thing that caught my attention, of course, they shot the guy in the head. Yeah, that caught everybody's attention.
I was like, oh, well, damn.
But was the way the guns were being treated. That was the first thing that caught my attention.
oh, how they're being treated better than people.
It's not just better than everything else in general. Like the gun was like the most important part of the whole thing.
Yeah, because America loves their guns. Second Amendment.
More than they love their people.
You have the right to bear arms. Had the shack codes.
I agree with that, right? Personally, I'm not against it. I'm not anti-gun. I think we just need better. And
I'm just anti-people.
We need better gun. We need better gun control. Yes, because the right to bear arms was made. I think we spoke about this before. Was made at a time when
You was in the car, and we talked about how come you don't record.
oh yeah, we were in the car. But the right to bear arms was made at a time when it took you like 5 hours to reload a gun, and nowadays it takes less than 2 seconds. You could empty a clip. So it's a different time. I feel like certain things should be updated.
And then also,
to fit
we're
the time.
defending ourselves from everybody around us.
Including the government.
I still feel like people should have a right to bear arms.
Yes.
Definitely.
If we were in remote, quite literally, there was a very real possibility of civil war. I mean, that happened later.
Well, that happened.
I mean, yeah, that happened later, but well, we should see. Well, basically.
No, we're not talking about Civil War. We're talking about Revolution.
I know. I'm talking about the revolution. I'm saying, at the time when the country was drafted, it would not have been a surprise to there were people who were still loyal to England. They were like, oh, I don't want to be my own country. Like, yeah, there was very real reason for it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I still think, even today, I still feel like people should have the right to have guns or whatever. I'm gonna own a gun soon. Put myself in position to own one. New York is gonna be a little crazy.
I was gonna say, so you don't plan on living in New York State then, right?
It's
Because
kinda
it's
hard to
extremely
get-
hard to.
New York is
Unless you have
It
like
should be hard.
unless you have an
It should be hard.
From what I've heard, I
That's
didn't.
right.
no. New York is the hardest
It's the
state to
hardest.
get a gun
I
in.
understand that, but I think once you have it, you have it. What I'm saying is now,
And I don't-
legally,
No.
I don't think New York State has a carry permit either.
it's okay. I don't have to carry it. I don't plan on carrying a gun everywhere I go.
Who the fuck is the point of carrying it?
Oh,
To
hey,
have it in my
fun
home.
Hey,
Huh?
fun fact.
To have it in my home.
aunt
That's
happens
why I
to
want
be a very good
I don't want
shot,
to carry
and
it
she
around
has to
everywhere I
shot.
go. Sometimes with what I wear, I don't need a gun on me.
So, well, you have to. I think I would have to look this up. But isn't there some like really crazy rule that it has to be a safe and it can't be loaded?
Yes, there is. That was
I'll
made.
look it up.
That was
I'll look it up.
that was
And
made
that's
in
New York State.
that was
Yeah.
made that was
Remember
made in the early '90s when every single other ad that played on every channel was basically every 5 seconds a kid finds their parents' gun. Blah.
Remember those
Oh yeah, I remember
commercials?
those.
Yeah, like in around 95, 96, I think.
Yeah, but
They
I think,
started
I'm not
putting-
sure if that is just in New York State or if that's
No, that's only state. That's not federal.
I'm not worried about that. One thing I know is, one thing from what I understand.
Well,
I
yeah,
still
you should.
I'm not worried about that. I'll worry about it when that time comes. When I'm ready to get the gun.
Okay.
Right now, I'm not ready to get it, so I'm not worried about that. What I'm saying is that, what I remember, speaking to a cop friend of mine, he mentioned that if you want to go to a gun range, you have to, you could take the gun with you. You go straight to the gun range and you come straight back. You don't
Yeah.
go anywhere
There's
else.
no
Yeah,
other
there's
pieces.
no-
Like you're not gonna go to a Subway's with a
Exactly.
fucking Beretta on your side.
That
Like,
I know
yeah,
about.
it's
That's
not
not a problem. That's not a problem. at all.
That like cause
But not having it loaded, all that other stuff, I'm not worried about that. I just want to.
like I tell you right now, from being at a gun range, if you do anything else other than load your weapon, fire down range, unload your weapon, and holster it, they will aim.
I mean, like, what else you gonna do in a gun range with a gun?
Yes,
I don't
but
know what else you're gonna do at a movie theater besides watch a movie. Would then someone just come in there and
That's
shoot a movie
different.
theater up?
That's
So you
different.
can't.
That's different.
So
That's
no, it's
another
the
thing.
same.
What I'm saying is that,
It's
of
the same
course, I'm
thing,
saying that,
yeah.
of course, when you go to a gun range, you should only want to shoot down the.
and if
down
I
the
go to a
lane.
movie theater,
I
some
should be
people
able to just.
like
watch
you,
it.
if
Yeah,
you,
not
I
worry
want to
about-
watch my movie in peace. You keep yapping, I'm gonna start clapping.
Yeah.
Bang bang, right during an interlude.
But
Fucking
not to get off topic, about to Chargers Gambino's video. Those of you guys, want to point out. That hasn't, well, a lot of people point
The
out.
other part was when I think it was towards the end where he holds up a fake gun and everyone just runs.
yeah.
Like that just shows like how America's so
It's-
scared of African Americans. Like even if we don't have a gun, they still want to.
Yeah,
Something I wanted
it
to
brings in
bring
the context of sorry.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
It brings in the context like you can basically think of all those events that's been shown on Facebook or captured through police like helicopter and body cam where it's like everyone thinks it's a gun and all of a sudden gun brrr, and they just
Everybody scattered.
Someone made a good point too.
What?
I don't know. I don't know who did, but I remember scrolling it and seeing it on my Facebook. I was like, police officers see a gun every day of their
Yet
lives.
they're afraid
but
of a
they
fucking
can't
gun.
tell when one of us have a gun.
Yes.
Or
And-
not.
No.
Well, police officers see their own with a gun every day. When they see someone else that isn't a cop with a gun, it's when they become threatened, quote unquote.
Most of the, I mean,
But my point is, you know what a gun looks like.
Oh, are you talking about that
That's-
one? Are you talking about that shooting that happened in Brooklyn?
I'm talking about any
Any-
shooting when
any
they claim
incident.
that the
when
black
they
person
when they
is
claim like oh you have your beat
Okay,
you
but-
have a pair of beats in your
Alright.
freaking
To
hand
this
oh
I
that's a
sound-
gun.
I've heard that argument before. To this I counter. Guns are ridiculously easy to use in a holster.
Yeah.
It only takes a second, maybe two, to unholster your gun and
By the
and
time
prep
you
it to
know what
fire.
what
But
what's
they
in
have to
your
read.
hand,
They have to.
it's too late.
These things happen in fractions of seconds. These aren't standoffs where this guy's like, I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to get you. No, this.
But to shoot to kill though?
Yeah,
This is a weapon of murder.
No.
Guns are meant to take life. You do
No.
not shoot
Whoa.
to
Gun, no.
You sound
Here's the
okay.
quick.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
You,
I-
if-
let
if-
him- let him-
Oh, wait.
Let him speak.
Well,
Let him
alright,
speak.
alright.
I can attest to
Alright,
this. You
alright.
can attest to this. When you're learning how to use a gun, the first thing they teach you is not to use it or draw it without purpose. If you're going to pull your gun, you're going to hurt or kill someone.
Okay.
Okay? You don't pull it out in the hopes that you will shoot someone in the leg and sever an artery and maybe they'll leave
So
you.
why are we
Army
the only
rule
ones getting
number-
killed, though?
We are not the only ones getting killed. That is a
Military rule number
perception.
1.
Okay?
Military
That is a
rule number
perception.
1. Just because pressure's in the here. Main rule of a gun: don't point it at what you don't want to destroy. That's literally it. But the thing about it is that if you use a gun, or at least if you've been trained in it, all weapons, regardless, are just objects of intimidation that give you the option, an easier option, to both maim and kill.
But most people don't go for maim as their first.
Yeah, and then
instinct.
there's
They
been
pull
worse
the gun,
situations
that's
where the
problem.
person has been aggressive and
Statistically
they
speaking,
don't.
They don't.
the
They don't
United
get shot.
Here's the thing.
The
But
United
Here's the thing about
States
that. You are both right. He's right about it being a weapon of destruction, and you're right about it being. It seems as if they're focused on one race than the other, specifically our race. Go ahead.
Sorry, but the one thing about it is that statistically speaking, when it comes to police and training with guns, the U.S. in comparison to almost every other country
Sucks.
has the
worst.
The worst?
They have the worst. It's basically here's a gun, don't point it at a cop. The end.
Yeah, it's
Because- here's the-
that's obvious. That seems
Here's
like
the
yeah,
quick note, just like if you look at the UK, they barely use guns except in worst case scenario. Canada, they do the same damn thing. Where it's like you're trained in the philosophy of owning a gun, not just as an extra option, nigga. But because you actually hold something that can immediately take someone's life. So you're trained not to use it at all.
Willy-nilly like that.
Like, there's a couple of reports where it's like some crazy or some dude that, off his meds does something stupid or has a weapon with him, and you'll see it in the UK where they'll tase him and take him down and cuff him. Or like in worst case scenarios, they'll disarm him by disabling him by shooting the hands or shooting the legs so they can incapacitate. And that's the key word: incapacitate, not kill.
I was
And
afraid
that's
they did
what
that.
every single cop in this country does not know how to fucking do.
Slight pet peeve, but that was awesome. Slight pet peeve, it's highly impractical to shoot limbs. That's why we aim for center mass.
Well, yes, I know. It's just that why would you see the thing about it is aiming for center mass is a tactic for war. Like you're supposed the thing about it is you're supposed to be as a cop, you should learn how to aim for center mass. Why? Because worst case scenario, you have to. Because if you aim for the chest, you're hitting major.
Something major.
You're hitting you hit the spine, you hit the heart, you hit the stomach, you hit the bowels, you hit the lungs. Either way, they're going down, and there's a heavy chance that they ain't getting up. But for the sake of just legality's sake, just popping off shouldn't be the standard. At the very least, learning to disable a person with a gun should be. Yes, shoot for central mass for accuracy, even if it's for range. But you should never have to aim at central mass if you can try.
You shouldn't.
But then that means they need better
Again,
training. So
I
they can
think-
I am
aim
of
at
the
things
opinion
other
that-
than-
3 months.
Guns are the last resort.
Exactly.
You only draw them in a life or death situation. In other words, if you draw it, there's a high probability that someone will die. If your goal is to disable or maim or something, you'd use one of the other weapons like
You use a taser.
Yeah,
But
exactly. But
Steven, one thing I wanted. I'll let you finish first. Sorry.
I see all the time that this thing that why don't you shoot them in the hand? Why are you shooting them in the arm? Blah, blah. it's impractical.
It's
impractical. You're a high moving target. I'm pretty sure you've heard about the 30. What is it? The 20 feet rule, 40 foot rule.
Oh, for felons.
No. And with an assailant or armed assailant. Well, if you're, I'm just gonna assume that. Let's just assume this guy isn't armed with a gun, because distance is arbitrary at that point. But if they're saying they're armed with something like a knife or a close range weapon,
Yeah.
there's something called, I think it's called the 20-meter rule, the 20 feet rule, or the 30-foot rule. Whereas if someone is within the average human being, the average person, healthy person, can if they're hopped up on the ground, can close that distance in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
21 foot rule.
5 seconds. That's tops. Right? That's tops. 20, 30 feet is not a far distance at all.
No, it's not.
Assuming this guy has a gun and he's running towards you, his limbs are moving every which way, the legs are moving every which way, you are really going to risk missing your shot?
No, you have a very good point in that. But my thing is, with all of these issues where you have, especially with police body cams, or at least when you see helicopter footage of people running away unarmed, and then you just see cops.
You shouldn't shoot in those situations.
My situation is they're shooting unarmed people.
When they say they have, my thing is, when they say they have a weapon after they were running with their back facing you, and you have nothing, and there's literally a freaking helicopter tracking them, going not in the direction.
It's sad that they have nothing.
Going not in the direction you are, but away from you, and you still say, "Oh, you know what?"
And that's a problem.
Yeah, that's the fucked up part.
So we can all agree that.
Before we get this gun topic, now Stephen, I agree with what you said. With guns being a weapon of destruction, but don't you feel as if the cops themselves need better training?
Yes. I'm not disputing that either.
But that's the problem. America's training for police.
Yeah, Lamar is absolutely right. He's absolutely right. They're drawing weapons in situations where they don't have to or need to. And the amount of money, this is what gets me. We have the amount of money we pour into self-defense.
Settling lawsuits.
There are some places in the U.S. where they're basically getting hand-me-downs from the U.S. Army.
Yeah.
And they're getting assault weapons and things of that nature.
They're getting armored personnel.
Meanwhile, the only people that get anything like for suppression are like the actual people that are highly trained, like SWAT.
Yeah,
SWAT or the local special force.
Exactly.
But the regular rank and file, you're giving them.
Yeah, why is a plainclothes officer equipped like he's playing Destiny 2? Fuck out of here.
You're giving him assault rifles.
It's true.
Assault rifles and the whole nine. Like, dude, where's your can of mace? Where's your taser? Where's all that?
They upgraded.
Granted, there's this huge push.
That whole push, sorry for cutting you off. That whole push towards just hyper-militarization of the police came right after 9/11, though.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it is, that whole thing is in the specter of 9/11, where it's like, oh, in case of a fucking terrorist attack in like Des Moines, Iowa, we need this armored personnel carrier with a fucking 50 cal Bofors machine gun strapped to the fucking top of it just to take down a perp. Are you fucking serious? Like they pump what was it, $4 or $5 billion of just inventory. That old inventory that the Department of Defense doesn't want, they basically sold it off to the states, and that's what you give to your beat cops. Yet SWAT, and that's another thing. If you want to harp up,
Let's say saying cops get better
weapons
than SWAT.
Because they're called on more. They're called on SWAT-related shit that doesn't even need SWAT. It just needs common sense and rational thought.
Before we get way too far off topic.
We're already off the deep end.
I would like to
This is America.
Well, let me
We're
finish.
getting shot.
I want
Here
to
we
get
go.
back.
Back on topic.
I want
Alright,
to
guys.
get back to the topic at hand. Childish Gambino's video. Can we get back to that?
Well, technically,
Which part
this
is it?
is.
I think we went over the content.
This is part of it.
It's
Yeah, this is
just
still.
Yeah, but we
It's
weren't
about
talking about one.
Alright, we extensively
Alright.
talked about
There are
the
so
last
many other things to talk
Alright,
about the video.
fine.
We can
How
come back
about-
to gun. We can have a gun debate another time.
Fine then. How about the main point of the video is that we always try to be entertained by something else in the midst of all this fucking chaos.
Yeah,
That
pretty
was
much.
definitely the big.
Yeah, because that's basically what the whole video is. Like, there's all
He's
the
shucking and
chaos that's
jiving.
in the background, but
He's shucking and
entertainment
jiving while
scenes
behind
is
him.
And I have two things to say about
always a
that.
distraction.
I have two things to say about that. First thing is that for a lot of people, it's just a coping mechanism.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
And the other thing is that what he said that point he made in the video
Which part?
about the point he made in the video about everybody, the same thing we're
Oh,
talking about,
yeah.
about everybody just kind of like
Yeah, we just want to party.
we just want to party.
Yeah.
We're just interested in ourselves
Yeah.
rather than facing the problem. It actually still happened with the memes that came up in the video.
Well, yeah.
With the memes that everybody's sharing. There's a point being made in the video, and you're just proving that point
Wait,
right
by
by
meaning
sharing
it.
those
By
same
meaning
memes
it was
based
so
on the
ironic.
video. So it's like the same thing is still going on while it's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
That's
you
like-
know,
That's why.
It's
That's
like a
why.
meme within a meme within a meme within
Yeah.
a meme within
But
a
That's
you
part
don't
of why I
expect
didn't
it
share
to
the memes.
stop.
like,
Well, no, it doesn't necessarily have to
It's
stop.
just-
but I just feel like
It's just super ironic. It's just super ironic.
that's what's
anytime.
happening.
You know what? Now that I think about the whole meme thing, I think as more and more memes get generated, we as people get like dehumanized and we're like less and less.
Desensitized,
yeah. Less incentive to give a
Yeah,
shit.
because like it's funny because you know the Tom and Jerry. Oh wait, is it Tom? The cat.
Yeah.
And it's like
The part of all this was watching, and then she started recording, and and she walked up to this lady and asked, as she was calling the police, why she's asking these people to leave, and she said, "Well, I feel like this is a threat. This is dangerous to the environment.
Yeah.
Children
they're
get
using the wrong type. They're using,
using the wrong
grill.
type of
They're using the
code.
wrong grill.
children could get
Wait.
hurt, families could get hurt, and it's like in
And
a
they
park."
said the city had paid like tens of millions of dollars to. And here's the thing about any city that cordons off for a barbecue. The only thing they regulate is propane. These motherfuckers had charcoal.
That's true. It wasn't even using.
Yeah,
gas
this lady
substance.
was.
They were using.
She
charcoal.
was. She was.
She was
like-
literally
She
gassing
was
it up.
trying. She was literally trying to
And
explain
then the
to
lady
this
that
lady.
was even asking her that was recording, are you doing it because of that, or are you doing it because of
That
because
black
they're black? Obviously, she's gonna say no.
Yeah,
Of
and
course.
the police.
She wouldn't admit
The
that.
beauty of this whole thing, though,
Because the police didn't do anything.
yeah, the police told her to fuck
Fuck
off.
off.
Essentially,
Yeah.
bitch, can you read the sign?
I like that.
Like
the
you mad
part
because they
towards the
roasted
end,
your cousin.
There was a part towards the end when she was crying and the cop was in front of her, and you could just tell he just waited for her to stop crying. He was like, I gotta sit through this. I'm a cop, so I gotta wait for her to stop crying.
Are you done?
I'm supposed to care.
I
I can't wait till she's finished. Oh man, why am I a cop today?
I'm-
Why am I a cop
today?
No, I just don't sleep in my teeth.
He was waiting for her to finish
believe?
crying.
Look, she was just mad because they were roasting her nephews.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
Nice.
moving on.
Alright, so that goes kind of into a related part, the power of social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
The good part is that it makes little moments like that visible to the world. That's something that probably would have been picked up by a news outlet, and if you had seen it, probably would have had no effect on your worldview or the way you see things. On the other hand, there's an ugly side to it where people just kind of
Abuse it.
that's true, but I was gonna go on to the thing where they thirst for attention. That's part of what was going on in the video too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's
All
this
the
one
people
part of
was
the video towards the end after you see the white horse and the guy jump off of the building in the background, all this stuff going
Yeah,
on,
suicide.
and it pans
Yeah,
out
okay, of course.
to a bunch of kids just standing there above all this on their phones recording it.
recording it.
Yeah.
Like for views and likes, like
One more thing about that scene, they were recording everything going on while the building behind them was on fire.
yeah.
So they just didn't really care for their own lives either. They just cared about what was going on, and you just recorded and make sure they got some kind of footage of it. And they were so zoned out.
Because for one
silly.
moment in their
This
life,
is a tool.
yeah, because
Like-
for one moment in their life, they actually have something to fucking they can be part of a thing.
the very nature of social media just encourages the narcissistic parts of people.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's not
Like if you get into a fight, if you get jumped in public, You expect people to record the fight.
You're gonna go viral.
I mean, if people were narcissistic, I didn't want to have a show.
That's true.
Neither would
something.
Neither would Maury. Neither
There's
would Jerry
this child I
Springer.
found on YouTube.
Yes.
There's something mildly interesting,
Neither
guys.
would Dr. Phil.
Let's welcome them on the show, guys. I love Alan, but seriously, her show.
Yeah.
Well, you can't blame her for making money from that.
I'm not. I'm
No,
just saying.
no.
Her show
I'm mad at Ellen because she thought of it before I did.
Montel Williams, Jerry Springer, Maury, Steve Wilco, like all these motherfuckers make money off of pure narcissism.
That's true.
Like, and that's not a new thing. That's literally just that. Well, yeah,
I see it.
What's the?
It's
what's
just
the way-
more
There was a
widespread
point-
now because you don't have to wait for TV to show it to you.
Yeah.
I think
It's more mimetic.
there's a fundamental difference though. Like I think if you talking about Steve, like Maury and Steve Wilco and Jerry Springer and all that, like these people, like are intentionally going on that show to make fools of themselves. You know,
Like
they're not recording some candid moment that's supposed to be taken seriously and showing it to the world for popularity.
But you know what the
That's
problem
straight. They're
is with
straight
that?
up doing it. They're straight up doing what they're doing for entertainment.
But yeah, but
But you know what the problem is with that then? We have taken said entertainment and now it's like an everyday life thing. So whereas you would think somebody's supposed to help you, supposed to be involved, supposed to actually feel some kind of compassion or care for what's going on, no, everybody's breaking out their phone because it's going to be the biggest thing to watch tonight on Facebook or Snapchat or whatever it is you got. Like, people don't care.
yeah.
Oh, they do when you think you're being watched. There's this show called What Would You Do
Oh
on
God.
ABC. And if you aren't familiar with the premise of the show, it's basically they do like candid camera camera-esque moments where they have actors acting out what would be an awkward or uncomfortable situation socially, and then they watch. And what they do is they film everyone around them and watch what they do. That's the show. What would you do? And when this show first came out, it was a pretty novel idea.
Yeah.
And you saw people, for the most part, if it was something really messed up, you see them almost immediately go up and say something. If it's something with racial bias, unfortunately, you almost immediately see that come to play. But that show blew up, and now every time you see some of these moments, I'm pretty sure some people go, "Is this a skit? Is this really happening?
No,
I should
it's
do
true.
the right thing just in case someone's watching."
No, but Steve, you want to know why everyone says that? All right, I bet you will. Jackass,
Yeah.
Double Dare.
Mm-hmm.
Like not only that, but there was at least 4 or 5 different versions of What Would You Do?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Punked. Like, there's a lot of things where it's like where all you would do is prank people to the point where you blur the line between a TV show and reality. And the bad part about now is that, especially in this
It's all
digital
gray
age,
area now.
it's not even gray. There is none. Like, the minute you start recording, you are now the entertainment.
Mm.
Or at least you're the cameraman to this, and now you're putting your own 2 cents in. You're publishing this out onto the web for it to last forever.
Any more you want to see about Charles Gambino?
I feel like there's a second part to the song.
And there we
Like,
go.
you think he's going to release more
No, like you have like the song ends like
with him running?
no, but you hear how it feels like another song starts off.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
what you're
I
saying.
feel like there's another part.
Well,
That
we'll
would
see.
be interesting.
We'll see what
Yeah.
happens when that time comes.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens when that time. Now, does anyone have any insight on what the end means?
I think that's what happens after you have no choice but to stop partying.
Or
Like, and the whole video was, we want to party, and after a point, like, the
You
party
realize-
stops. And you have to face reality.
And then
That's
it's a
other.
hot mess.
Yeah.
or basically you stop becoming someone else's entertainer.
Well, a lot of people say he was running from the sucking place. I don't really believe
Yeah, I don't see that.
That-
That makes no sense.
No,
to
no,
me.
no. That
What-
was just
what I was
everyone
thinking, what
memeing
he's
the
saying
shit out of Get Out.
But what I'm thinking right now is that what if it's just, you party, you're the entertainment, everybody, all eyes on you this whole time, and then at some point you want to just have your real life and be relaxed, but everyone's still coming at you.
Yeah.
Like, they want
Yeah,
more.
but the only
They want more.
and there's like another question because like I need to watch it again, but a lot of people keep saying that Like he's like running away from like a lot of like white people.
Spectacular.
No,
No,
he's
that
not.
was
No,
a
that's
black
what
That's what I was like. They was like
That
yeah,
makes
it
no
had to
sense
be
either.
so
That wasn't.
didn't make
I really
sense.
think.
was
I really
running
think it
away
was.
from
I think it was.
Sure.
I really
Yeah.
think it was basically he's been in entertainment in the eyes of the public for so long, right? And he wants a break from it, but he can't get that break because now everybody just wants to get more of that.
I
They
thought he
want more
was just
him.
running
They want
from
more from him, but he just wants to relax and just be away from the eye of the public for a little bit.
There's a thunderstorm happening right now, if you're wondering what that is.
Scaramouche.
Nobody's dropping beats. That's thunder.
Just moving that because
So
I'd rather not become a
I
walking
think
conduit.
he's just running away from the chaos
Yeah.
in
Like,
general,
I don't
but
agree
it's
with that.
something
I
that
don't-
you can't escape.
I don't agree with it
The
being.
sunken place.
I don't agree with it being a sunken
Yeah,
place
I don't agree with
or
that either.
white people chasing him.
Yeah.
That makes no
Yeah,
sense
no.
at all. Because they were clearly
Yeah, I
black.
didn't see
Not
that.
only that, if you notice in the video, he doesn't necessarily represent a black person or a white person. He's just a person, and it fits multiple roles. Because the Charlotte shooting wasn't by a black person, but yeah, he's still a black person. The shooting with just the shooting in general doesn't necessarily mean it's black or white. He wasn't trying to represent black or white specifically.
Yeah, no, he wasn't.
He was just representing a person
Well,
in America.
no, because
That's how-
no,
No.
the hard reaches keep going that the pants were part of a Confederate uniform. The
Yeah,
hard reaches.
the hard reach. Yeah,
The hard reaches.
like the Jim
Well,
Crow
unless-
one.
unless
The Jim
you
Crow one was on the nose.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the caricatures and stuff, and
Yeah.
the shucking and
All
driving,
that-
absolutely.
Yeah, all that one
But-
knows. But I'm just saying he didn't represent a black or white person. Because the first time I saw it, I was like, but then again, he's black. Why would he-
But think about it.
I didn't think about the fact
But
that
if you think
he's
of-
not being a black person in the video.
But the
at
thing
all.
about it is, he kind of acts as like a representative for how, like, especially during those during like all the chaos that's happening in the back with the black kids in it, and then like the two shootings, he's basically showing how the chaos of like the black community has now become entertainment.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There was something else that well, I don't know. I haven't seen all the videos out there about this, but there's something else my coworker pointed out. He said there was one dance he was doing when it's like this and it's chucking and jiving basically.
Mhm.
What do you guys think about that? The idea of just chucking and jiving in general, negative, positive, anything?
Someone said that it was a dance from like South Africa or something.
No, that's a different dance.
No, that's a
No.
different dance.
That's a different dance.
That's a different
I'm
dance.
talking about the one when it's like he has the whole fancy foot movement and his hands are like a hangman almost or whatever.
Yeah,
Was
it was
that
like a
when he was
scarecrow.
walking into the church?
No, it was a dance. He did it.
Was he on
In the
top of
beginning.
car?
He did it again on top of the car.
On top of the
But
car.
he did it prior to that. He did it prior to that. He did it
Beginning.
after that South African dance. He did it.
Then he
in
did
in
that.
scene there. He did the
And
same
then he
dance.
did the thing and everybody scattered.
Yeah, so he did it again on top of the car towards the end of the video before you saw the girl on the car. I didn't know it was SZA.
Yeah, that was SZA.
Everybody was like, "Yo, that's SZA." I was like, really? Because I was just thinking to myself when I saw that scene.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
great.
no. When I saw that scene, first thing that came to mind was this: she gets paid to sit on a car. What am I doing with my life?
Apparently that there was another.
But there was more to it than that. I
For
guess.
yeah, like how like you
Why
know,
was she there?
I don't
That
know.
was my
I guess.
But I know that she's.
But
I just thought it was a
with
random.
things with artists like
random
that, it's
model.
like you're owning a virus. It's like
No, I don't think it was. A lot of people were saying that it was like how black women are represented in the world, like they're always like left out or forgotten.
Or like
That's what
in
they
this,
were trying to-
or in the case of
I
how
didn't-
Yeah,
SZA-
because remember why would she just show up in the last 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Besides collecting a paycheck, why would she just show up in the last 5 seconds?
because she was
It was
just
like-
treated like an extra. She was just on the side.
Just there.
Yeah, but I can
Nah.
see that representation just a little
No,
bit.
I agree.
Just a little bit, cause because
Nah, I can't
Stretch
figure out
what
whatever.
else?
Someone pointed
Yes.
out something about the cars being.
Oh yeah, that was like
Every
Like,
single
every
car.
single car in that video
Was
was
what?
not new or flashy. They're all model cars, like 80s, 90s models.
Yes.
None of them. Like everyone in America, most people in America aren't pushing new cars.
Most-
Nah, they drive cars.
They
that
drive
look
no
like that.
cars.
Yeah,
That's what got me thinking. Like, okay, this is America. I mean, I started thinking that when I saw people jumping off the roof, and I saw the girls
Well, I
recording,
don't see
and the kids recording. But when you know,
the majority of the cars I see on the road aren't 80s though. They're mostly like
the
Nine-
not being
late
I'm saying they're
90s.
old,
but
They're not
basically
old.
they're not
You
new.
have to remember, we live in New York.
We live in New York. Yeah,
Go
It's
just
true.
about
You're going
everywhere
Midwest.
else.
Our view is blurry.
Cars are old. Listen,
Like
go
I'll tell you
to
right
Philly
now,
and
no,
cars
fuck
are
that. You
old.
don't even need to go that far. Go to White Plains.
If you
True.
go to
I
like
mean,
someone
in New
like
York, I see Maseratis. I see
someone
Tesla.
like
yeah, and I see
Virginia,
G-Wagons, so you're right.
I see Virginia. There are
So-
entire parts of Virginia where you don't see a foreign
Cars.
car.
Yeah.
Old.
There's no Toyota, no
Mhm.
Mazda, no.
No, you see a
BMW.
fucking
You see
Ford.
Fords and Chevrolets.
You see the F-150 pickup, and you see like with a hatchback. and that's it.
Like
You see American-made cars.
you see American-made cars in those places.
Like if
yeah.
you're not
Yeah.
in Cali or you're not in New York, you're not in Chicago, somewhere major.
Like
I've
New
seen
York,
old cars.
Our view is
Dallas, Houston,
We're kinda
Chicago,
skewed, it's kinda
Philly.
skewed.
So, and
We
spoiled.
spoiled. I was about to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, most
We
people
is.
are driving hoopties. I thought that's what that was about.
I mean,
Some people actually thought that to mean like all the cars that people were driving when they got shot.
I haven't looked at the cars.
Or when they got pulled over. or
Yeah.
whatever.
I have to see the video again to determine that. I don't know for sure.
I don't think Fernando's
So you do agree or disagree? I have to see the video again.
No.
No.
What else I want to point out in the video? I think that's basically all I want to point out. I mean,
I
there was
feel
the whole
like-
death on the horse thing. There's that. Someone pointed.
Book of Revelations, Apocalypse.
Yeah, but
Now,
someone said
the
that the cop car was following the horse with the death on the horse, but that wasn't it. Because
Death
the cop
on a
car
pale
was
white
just staying
horse.
there, and then the death on the
he
horse
rode
came
by.
out of nowhere and went past the cop car and kept on going. The cop car and the death on the horse had no
nothing to do
no
with
relation whatsoever.
He's just
That was just
he's
part
just
of the
there
ride
watching
in
his
the back.
It was just
handiwork.
there, yeah.
Watching his
Couple of
handiwork.
years
It's like, okay, cool.
Yep.
You're doing what you're doing.
Now, an argument that came up based on this video, because after that video came out, then people noticed that Childish Gambino was married to a white woman.
Yeah, that's another thing. When did we start caring about who he was married?
that's-
That's been happening. No,
Wait.
Dante.
They started caring more
made
now.
when he made a video that was even an
Listen.
ounce political.
Mhm.
That's why.
That's when people found out that he has a white
Yeah,
woman.
that's why people
But
care.
Women, I shouldn't say women. People have cared about the kind of person a black person marries for a long time.
Yeah.
I've
That's
seen.
like a totally different argument.
That's
It is-
what
We
it
that
is.
begin
is.
on a whole
It is
It's
a
even
different-
said that he's gotten rejected from a lot of black females because he's like weird
And that's
he's nerdy.
part of
So
the argument.
that's
So
not-
the fact that first of all, the fact that he's married to a white woman brought that back up, because I saw that in a few arguments as well.
Yeah.
It's been rejected by a lot of black women, so on and so forth. And then you have some people saying, well, the kind of black woman you approached, one type of woman, the other kind of woman. Basically, he was approaching non-blurred. I don't know if everyone is
Blurred, black nerd.
I don't want to use that term.
Well,
No.
I hate that term.
but it's
not
a term that's out there. It's a term
now.
Yeah, now.
Let's
now.
not use it because it's gonna get people to use it. Because if you say it, someone's gonna. Oh, if someone watches this video, they go, "Oh, what is that?" And look it up. They may continue to use it. So I just want to kill it.
I
Listeners,
doubt you'll be able to kill it.
Come
I
on,
think it's
man.
just gonna come and go like every other word. Comes
Black
and goes.
nerds have existed since before that
Since
word,
how
so
old
who
is
gives a shit?
So okay, I'll say black.
Wow, really?
Basically,
I was gonna say
you're
Star
not
Trek.
wrong.
No, since
We
Star
all-
Trek generation.
Guys, we all know that we have different kind of people with different kind of interests in this world.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Obviously.
whether you're black, white, Puerto Rican, Chinese, and so on and so forth, you're gonna have your own specific interests. I like anime. I like whatever.
That's
and
fine,
so
but
on
I
and so
feel
forth.
like it shouldn't be given a title.
Yeah.
You've
I'm not giving it.
you've
I'm not
been
giving.
enough title.
I'm not giving any
What
type.
about Charles Gambino and all
But
this?
what I'm saying is that that argument came up. Just in general, that argument is something another distraction from what the video is about. That's something else that came up.
I mean, to that.
As I said,
Yeah.
salt.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter. It's no one's business. And even this conversation is just speculation about his personal life. Like,
Yeah,
it's not relevant at all.
it really isn't.
His personal life is his business.
It puts there's no point to it, and it has no relevancy to us all.
And it doesn't make his statement or his video
Any-
less
less
valid.
impactful. Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
It is
You were
valid.
gonna say something earlier,
I
right?
kind of forgot what I was going to say, so don't worry about it.
Sorry.
It's alright. There's plenty else to say. So, are we moving from Gambino's video to
Valley Girl.
To
Yes.
Nicole
to
Arbor.
the
I need you to watch
To
Dear Fat
I'm a
People.
racist girl
Well,
in a racist world.
Alright,
Nicole,
alright.
I'm not gonna go as far as to call Nicole a racist.
No, I was just joking. Hyperbole.
But
Okay.
she likes to go on.
Alright, before y'all get into that, as the sole female here, I will say that I watched it, or at least attempted to watch it, with an going in with an unbiased mind.
How
I
crazy was
see what she was trying to do. I really do. But
Yeah, there we
The
go.
timing-
Let her finish.
but one, horrible timing.
As I said in the
horrible
chat.
timing. Because whereas one, I'm like, I feel like you're trying to like all lives matter it. You're trying to like Me Too it, and it's like not yet though. Like damn, it's only been out like a week, right?
Yeah, like for real.
Let
Like
her finish.
And I wanted to go in unbiased. I did, but part of me was like, oh my god, you're such a biter. I was like,
but it's true though.
I'm very torn on that. Because I don't want to be that person like, oh, here goes another one. We can't have nothing nice. But there's another part of me that feels like that. It's a very hard thing to.
I spoke to you about this.
I know.
I spoke to you about this.
What did
I
you say?
know.
All right. Childish Gambino.
So
This is America.
It started
It
a
reflects
conversation.
it reflects the black,
black
experience.
experience.
There's a lot of other stuff going on, but by and far, it's mostly about race.
Yes.
However, I don't think that was made for us, the black community. It was made just to put it out there. It wasn't like something like that was for us. All right. He
Let
is
him
an artist. Let me finish.
Everybody's gonna get their turn.
When you are an artist,
No, I thought
I
you
would
was
say
coming
when
back
you
in.
are an artist, you create content. You create content for people to assume. The only control you have over it are you creating it, and you convey it, and you try to convey the point you want to convey, and you put it out there, and that's it. You can't control what happens with it afterwards. You can't control how people will interpret it, or what if they're inspired by it to do something like what this lady did. All right.
Yeah, and you can't lie that if you're gonna say this is America, well, the point she brought up as far as what females deal with in America, that is
And it's
our
not-
America.
And he didn't say this is Black America. The video is
He just said
called
this
"This
is
Is
America.
Now,
Yeah.
what you
Now, so this whole thing about her being a biter and we can't have it, that someone took something else from us, it was never ours to begin with.
That's
true.
That is true.
No, stop.
That is true.
Stop.
Yes.
That
is true.
Stop.
No need to yell.
It is not
Right
for
now,
us.
don't
It is about
pour
us.
the salt
It is
yet.
not for us, okay?
Yes.
If he made it for us, it would be much more clear. It would be much more evident. But no. Again.
Motherfuckers be saying.
Okay. There are
So
some
when you
thi-
say it's not for us,
I mean, there's some things in there that
I mean clearly he was making this message mainly to non-black people.
okay,
Yes.
But-
exactly. It's main.
Which makes it for us. then.
No, it's about
No.
us.
It's
It
like
is
a.
so, no.
Like-
There's a difference.
like-
There's a difference.
There
For
is.
us, making something for us means making something that's an inside joke that no one else is gonna get. Like for example, let me go back to Black Panther for a minute, right? The what are those, right?
Yeah.
Most of the white people are gonna be like, what are you talking about? Or the colonizer joke. People are like, what are you talking about? That was for us, all right?
Yes.
This is America.
Was
Is about us.
It's like a
But it's for
pamphlet.
everybody.
It's for it's
It's-
for everyone else.
It's like an introductory pamphlet to Black America. It's like
I mean,
To the
I-
struggle.
yeah. Hey, look.
Dante,
It's
what
like
you
an
gonna say?
Change my
introduction.
mind.
It's a.
Oh,
It's
stop it!
colonizer means.
What were you gonna say,
Look,
Lamar?
to summarize what he just said, it's basically a pamphlet, like introducing everyone else to the Black experience in
It's
America.
by us for them.
Yeah, exactly.
What were you gonna say, Dante?
So I was gonna
Unleash.
I was gonna
Bump.
say, so I feel that it was a representation, and I think there needs to be like another genre in rap called woke rap, but of like what's going on to make us wake up a little bit more, because there's a lot of people that don't pay attention to real world events unless it's thrown at us entertainment wise, and that's what he did. He took what needs to be, just like the Kids on Drug album, just like As Pimp to a Butterfly. They took things that needed to be like put out there and they put it in music, because that sounds like you said, that's how some people cope. So if I'm trying to, that's how some people get
Their
is
message
getting
across.
is getting their message across of what needs to be addressed. And I feel that like
You look like an
J.
enthusiastic linebacker. Sit down.
K. Dot and Childish Gambino, or Daniel Doe, however you want to call him, I feel that they're genuine on the product and music that they're putting out, that they 100% mean it. Unlike her, who made a video, Dear Fat People. So I don't think she cared. She could probably care, but I don't think that she cares any of the problems that she brought up. And plus, I feel that whole thing was just a straight mockery, especially the dancing.
So you basically think that that
She did
this
that
is
too.
her rendition was basically just to soften the blow by putting
Something out there,
some parts of women's suffrage in there. It was just like antithetical to what Gambino did.
Yeah, I think she just did it because it was hot at the time. It was like, oh, let me throw a real subject topic in it too, just because I'm a woman. I think that's what she did, and I honestly think she generally doesn't mean anything that she gives in the video. I generally don't think so.
All right.
So real quick, that's what I'm
Fair
thinking.
enough.
When it comes to Childish Gambino's video, I agree with Steven about it being, about stuff. I feel like I said before, he didn't represent white or black anything. It was just, things were just happening.
Yeah, it just happened.
And it's pointing out things that happened. Now, the one thing that I pointed out that was, I guess black focus would be, for example, the Charlotte shooting.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't a black person in there because a white person did that shooting.
Yeah, I know, I get that.
Yeah.
It's that. The person that got shot in the chair, right? He was wearing a mask on his face. I don't know if I can't remember if his hands were out or not, but I don't think he was.
His hands were tied.
But he wasn't really
He looked
representing
like a
any.
prisoner of war or some sort.
He wasn't really representing a black or white person, in my opinion.
No, I think that was just showing how America treats death or murder.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kids dancing. Now, he used black people in the video, right? Correct.
Mhm.
But that doesn't necessarily mean they all represented black people either. They were just people dancing because,
They
believe it or
represented
not,
entertainers.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's all it was. So really throughout the whole video, it wasn't really focused on race. It was more focused on what just happened in America. So yeah, he might have done things that he used black people and black actors and actresses, but it wasn't about black or white, which is what Stephen was also saying. This is America.
Yeah.
So it is just America. When it comes to Nicole Harper, now the reason why I would say it's ours, quote unquote, is because this was done by a black person, aka Childish Gambino. He's a black person.
Yeah.
So it is a black person. I agree with that part. Let me finish. And then Nicole, I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name. I keep Arbor, whatever. I'm going to mess it
Say
up.
Nicole.
Nicole, right? What she did, like you said, is exactly what she did. She only put it out there because it's something hot right now, and she tried to put a quote-unquote relevant topic.
Yeah, which I don't think she really fears for because,
I
to
don't-
be honest,
I don't
it
think
doesn't
so
affect
either.
her. It doesn't affect her. She has money. You can
And
look up her YouTube stats.
It's not just because
does not affect
of video dead fat people, which is what she got famous for. There was also their Black People Part 1 and 2. She had this other girl, I forgot her name. She had the other girl in the video. I don't think she was really part of the video. I think she just used clips from her video in the video. Something impossible. I forgot her name. But she has other videos similar to that, and she just goes on weird, wild rants.
And
Yes.
it's like nothing in
And
comparison
there's
to
no
this.
substance in her
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
There's literally that people watch her and people are entertained by her, and she's making money off of this. But there's really no substance in
There's no
in
context
any
to
video
it.
that I've seen. I literally watched for a couple of because the video is like 6+ minutes long,
Right.
less than 7. And I watched a couple of videos. She got some views from me, but I only watched it just to get an idea of the kind of person she is. And there's no substance. It's just a bunch of random stuff. So she only did This Is America, woman edition.
Yeah, and then the ending with
Just-
the middle finger emoji, like
She
Well,
just
really?
did it
What
just
was that?
because
What was that?
This Is America is
Like-
a hot topic right now.
Yeah.
And boom. If she could have used Kanye West's interview for a video, she probably would have too.
Honestly, she would have probably just said other people suffer too.
Because nowhere in her history has she been about woman
Yeah,
empowerment.
well,
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
exactly. That's another thing.
So-
Like
Now, what she said in the video, like you said, is true stuff. She said things that were true and right.
Yeah,
she
but I
doesn't-
couldn't.
she
I
doesn't
didn't
mean it.
feel
Yeah,
it. That's
it's
what
like
I'm
she
saying.
doesn't-
That's why the
yeah,
more
she
I
just
watched
did
it, I was just
she
kind
didn't
of
care
like,
to do
Now,
it.
some people were reaching and saying that everyone that was like a cop or like the aggressor in the video was someone of color. I'm not sure if that was purposely done or not. or
Wait,
just-
what?
I
It
didn't
was
even
happened to be
look into
coincidence.
that.
I've only seen the video twice, and that's it. So
Honestly,
I have no
it just looks
I
like they
wasn't paying
just
attention to that.
swapped. They just did like palette swaps, like
Pretty
like
much.
it was photo negatives. So in this
And
case,
then, like, what was the point of her mentioning Childish Gambino's name in the video?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't get that.
exactly.
It seemed like this is like a lot of fakeness. This is why I was like, nah, this is.
That's what I said, the more I
I
watched
I
it, I
tried
was
to
like,
look up the lyrics for the video. I couldn't find lyrics.
because there are none. Like if
Like I couldn't find lyrics to really look at that. I didn't want to have to
I
listen to it
caught
over and
some
over
of
again.
it.
I caught some of what she's saying, but not everything she was saying. I was trying to see if there was something that actually went
Meant
well and
anything.
else, but I couldn't find it. I don't care. All I know is that it is
didn't.
She doesn't mean it.
That's
She doesn't
yeah.
mean it.
That's
I agree
She-
with that.
she
That's
literally-
why I
and also-
felt-
She literally try-harded that video.
She does. She considers. I think she considers herself a comedian. People consider her a comedian to a certain extent.
I don't consider
There was
that.
when she
Well,
made
when
she made Dear Fat People.
Man, it's funny.
When she did Dear Fat People, she had an interview on The View, and that interview
Oh yeah, I
was
saw that.
horrible.
It was awkward.
Oh
The
my
interview was
god.
horrible.
She was
And
the
you guys should probably check
stereotypical
out that
YouTuber.
interview when you
I
get a
watched
chance.
it.
We'll put the link.
This
Put the
brings
link,
me.
yes.
This
There'll
brings
be
me
a lot of
to.
links.
This brings me to another thing I was.
Before you say that, though, I know Jess was going to say something. No, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I
We're
was
way
gonna-
past it, so go.
We played that.
Let's see it.
All right, so we talking about not to say that she's not irrelevant to all this, right?
Mhm.
But a lot of this video is colored by how much you know about Nicole. Like on the surface, if you watch it, it's like, okay, I get what you're trying to do. This video kind of sucks, but I get what you're trying to do. Like with the breastfeeding thing, like okay, yeah, that is not promising enough. The woman breastfeeding, and then she takes a photo of it and posts it on social media. And the minute she takes a picture, everyone just swarms on that lady. That was a good metaphor.
Yeah.
People get hate for that. I'm like,
Okay,
okay,
the
that's
idea of slut
That was
shaming,
fuck-
no matter
that
how
was
much
a lot
you
of
want
fuck
to
put
do
to
it.
the
there were a lot of thoughtful parts to it because God knows if you know anything about Nicole, you know she didn't do this herself.
No.
Oh, hell no.
Obviously, yeah.
Hell
no.
Nah.
She did not. She just co-signed on it and put her name on it, but she did
They
not.
just wanted
this
somebody
is not
to do it, and she
her-
was like, "I'll do it."
Yeah.
Right, and
This
then
is not
plus
her
they put it
work.
out like in less than a week. That means they had to
That's what
start.
was killing me.
That means they had started filming like right away.
I mean, they
Yeah.
saw Childish Gambino's
Well,
whole
the video
thing,
doesn't take
recorded
a-
it.
The kind of video it is doesn't really take much to do. There wasn't a lot of choreography in the video.
And they also didn't put that much effort.
Yeah,
No.
which
Into
also
it.
which is
It's
like,
a
and
very
then- so you're gonna
simple-
make a mockery of it. Like I took it as a straight joke. That's how I took it. So you're gonna make
I
a
don't-
mockery of it.
I
You're
didn't
gonna
think
take
it was
as a bad.
Again, I don't think it was a mockery. If it was a mockery, that's a lot of effort for a mockery. And she has never done anything like that. Ever. This is not her.
No.
This is not her. The way I will say this though. She does make good points at times, like she did in the Damn Fat People video, but she is terrible at presenting them.
Yeah,
she is terrible. Even she made like 2 or 3 good points, and the rest of it was just one angry rant about how three morbidly obese people inconvenience her at the airport. Like that's like Nicole. No. This video came off the same way. Like Lamar said, if you're trying too hard, and I know I watched some of her stuff before, so when I saw her, I'm like, oh, it's this lady, and I didn't really have an opinion of her. It's because this is the other thing. This YouTube people have a persona. I wasn't into her that much, but YouTube people usually have a persona, or they're inflammatory, they act a certain way or do something for likes. She's old YouTube, all right.
Yeah.
She is like
She's a day one.
Yeah, she's a day
Yeah.
one. She's
Like
the
Hannah
living.
Marbles.
She's like
She's been
she's like clickbait personified. All right.
Yeah.
Before you had the old cast saying
Clickbait.
click this, you had people acting like Nicole Arbor and Fred. I don't know if you guys know about
Fred.
Fred's gone though.
Fred?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
But he
Fred?
Fred was the top.
Which one was that?
that?
Huh?
He was a
Who was that?
guy.
He used to be number one when
Yeah.
YouTube first came out.
What was
Talking
his
about,
full
we're
name?
talking about 07
This
I don't know
guy
his
spoke
full
in all
name,
caps.
Oh, him. Oh, that. Okay.
And
Yeah,
modified
Modified
his
his
voice.
voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's fucking
But
voice
yeah,
synthesizer.
that's Nicole Arbor's style. So it was like, okay, how much of this is her, and how much of this is an act? And I saw the view thing. I'm like, okay, you're all right. This is pretty true to you. But the thing is, I wanted like the video is standalone. It's not that great, but it has some good points. But when you learn about who made it and Nicole Arbor, all of a sudden it becomes like a terrible, terrible thing.
Yeah, like you respect it less because
Because of the history.
of her history.
So
Yeah.
That's why
it's just one of those-
I watched it before.
Mhm.
I looked her up and I was like, okay. Then I read about her and then I watched it again, and then it
doesn't-
So now
became
question-
way more cringy.
The
and I
question
was
is,
Yeah.
is this one of the situations where you say don't shoot the messenger?
I think
But
I think,
no,
I
change
think-
the messenger.
For example,
I was
like
about
I
to
said,
say,
I
if you
change the message.
if you remove her history, let's say this is the first video she's ever made, what will be your thoughts on it?
There'll be.
It's okay.
then
It'll
I'd
be
like,
fine.
okay, fine, but you still did it a little too
I'd still
quickly.
be-
Okay,
No, no.
okay, but this is my thing.
All right. Disregard the time.
Yeah,
It's
disregard
just
the
that
time.
Yeah,
if
I would still
if
feel
she wasn't like a
If she
complete
wasn't Nicole Harbor,
annoying pain.
Nicole Harbor, you know,
Yeah.
or the history that she like. And just like I said, first video ever made, and this was it.
I
Okay.
still feel some type of way.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Because it goes back to, I think, I don't know if it was referenced in This Is America, but it's like referenced like how they take something that we do as popular and then just do it themselves and make money off of it. So I would still feel some type of way.
When was that reference in the video? This is America.
And he said he's not sure. If
I'm not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Oh.
not sure, but
That's
it's
how
a
you
Oh
see
no
it.
no no
That's
no
how
no!
he
What
feels about
you're
That's how
talking
he
about
feels
the
about
fact that like in the video he's saying how, or rather there was a point made about the video where like all the entertainment, all the dancing, all that stuff, people watch it, they're entertained by it, they make money off of it, but like where does that leave us though?
Yeah,
Kind of
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then like this is like
I
a
feel
prime example. Like, oh, we did something cool, and then oh, here comes the colonizers. Copy and paste. Let's do it.
Not today, colonizer.
That's what I feel. Like, it's
No,
No, it was today.
My
Yes.
thoughts. My thoughts on Nicole Harbor
That's-
was if this was even the first time she's ever done a video. My thing is this: it just goes back to the message being one of the messages being pointed out in Childish Gambino's version of the video, which is basically all this thing's going on, and yet we're turned into an entertainment. Because I feel like if she wanted to make a point, she didn't have to make it about this is America.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
She
she
didn't-
didn't
she didn't
have
have
to.
She could have focused on something else,
Else.
which is part of why I said the reason why she did it was because this is
I
America,
have,
is
I
popular,
have, yeah,
and she's just looking for views.
yeah,
Yes.
I have mixed.
That's
feelings.
the only issue I have with the video.
She-
If she had waited
That's
about
why
a
I
month or
felt
two
so
and then
like
did
that.
it, this is America,
That would have been
Would
that.
have been like okay.
All
because
right.
it is America.
Yeah.
Even
Yes.
if it's Canadian, it is America.
That makes it even worse.
I don't know if she lives in America or not, but
That makes
I know
it
she's a
even
Canadian
worse.
woman.
I mean, I agree with what you're saying. Like this, it does come off as
It just seems like she's doing it for views.
yeah, it does come
Yeah,
off as
that's all.
That's the
Again, as
that's
you
my
said,
main issue with the whole
clickbait.
thing.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
but you know what really did it for me? Like when the very first time I saw it, I stopped taking it seriously when she broke out with the tap dancing because I was just
It fell off the reach at that point.
It really did. Like I would have even taken it
Especially
a
when
little
you
bit more
consider-
when you started breaking out dancing like it was all good, like you weren't trying to talk about something,
Like the only thing comparable
even remotely
from the
serious.
tap dancing was the shucking and jiving that this motherfucker was doing.
And this is the other
No,
thing,
and then
right?
the part where she actually did try to do the
Like the
thing. and I was
video?
just
And I was like, that's what
No.
This is America, right?
No.
There was a lot
No.
of symbolism in there, heavy symbolism.
Yes.
That part especially was so bad. You know why? Because that part in
had
This Is
nothing
America,
to do.
there was a point where I don't know if it's true, but he pointed the gun,
Yeah.
and then everyone ran and the music
Yeah,
just stopped.
everybody scattered.
And someone even went so far as to say that was him like doing a moment of silence for all the shootings that happened.
Mhm.
But still, I don't think that's what it was about. But still, the point is he did a motion with his hand, like
Everybody
everything just stopped.
Yeah,
like
everything
there's
stopped.
the imagery there.
But
You imitate the same thing, and you go to tap dancing.
I was like,
Like,
what the hell?
Like, if you didn't copy the video so heavily, it wouldn't be as bad. But
not only
you just
that,
went me too.
Yeah.
Sexual harassment.
sexual harassment. Like you
Like,
said, like
you
you two-step in the ring.
Slide
Like
on
you-
the knob.
Like
Basically the same thing.
But the thing about it is that whatever symbolism she was trying to do
was
Died
just gone
at
after
that
that.
point.
jumped out of the window.
Like you didn't have to copy the video verbatim. He had his
it
little
was
dance number on top of the car. I guess that's what she was trying to do. Like the part where he was dancing on top of the car. Like that was just him
Who was
dancing.
trying to
There was nothing
imitate
super
Marcel
symbolic
Marceau?
about that.
He
Like,
danced a lot in the video.
yeah,
But dancing is also synonymous with our
But,
culture.
but
so
the
you
point, but the
can't
point he was making for the video for the entire time was that people were just want to party. Like the whole thing was a distraction, right? And when he was doing it, he was as a metaphor for how we were distracting ourselves. In her video, she's doing it just to dance. It's not a
Exactly.
metaphor
And I'm just
at all.
like,
There is no
I gave
depth
up on the
in
video, and Shusi said this. And
Yes!
that was at the very
Yes!
beginning. I was like,
Yeah, like
How you doing
that's how you know
She was
she
like,
didn't
this is a
take
joke.
this shit seriously.
I was like, yeah, this is a mockery. Like,
That's
I
what I'm
like-
saying.
can't-
All
I
the
can't
quote
get
unquote
with this.
dancing she was doing.
I agree to go back to Jimmy's point about shooting the messenger. I don't want to shoot the messenger because
No, I
she
wanna
did make
smack
some
the
good.
messenger upside the head.
That messenger.
No, she made some good points, but damn it,
Again.
she screamed. The messenger. It's kind of hard when the messenger is. Listen, let me finish. It's hard.
nigga.
It's kind of hard to not shoot the messenger when the messenger is just like
So
A
crazy.
blithering
like
idiot.
taunting you. You know.
Yeah, that's what it was like. It felt it was like one big giant poke
Like,
in the face.
Because
That's how I
I
think.
understand if this was in Nicole Arbor, it was some other no-name girl that made a video like that, it'd be cringy, and it'd be like, okay, this
But
is
it'll work.
It would work, but because it's Nicole Arbor, all the
Yes.
nuance, on top of the fact that the nuance of our argument is lost halfway through the video, it's completely gone. Like after watching that video, all everyone can ever talk about is, from what I see, is oh my god, not the Me Too movement, not the breastfeeding part, which isn't what no one talks about that at all, by the way. But it's a real issue.
Yeah.
A bunch of other things. All I see is oh my god, it's Nicole Arbor, that girl who made This Is Ghetto Fat People, and the conversation stops there.
Yeah.
She, because of her past, I mean, this is something she did years ago, literally years ago. All right. I understand it's bad, but at this point, we are taking away from the point she was trying to make.
No, she took away.
I'm
Yeah.
saying I know
I
she
agree.
did a lot.
No, but the
I'm
thing
saying,
about it
I'm
is
saying
that-
she did that, but we're not making it any better.
Before she took away from her own point,
Yes, she did.
we took away from it first.
Yes
What?
and no, because like I
Like-
said, as somebody who was watching
It was
it
one of those
objectively,
things where, sorry, it was one of those things where, like, yeah, the vote part kind of off-putting.
And that was at
Yeah.
the beginning too.
Yes.
It's off-putting, yeah.
But the thing about it is, she still had some messages in there.
yeah,
But the fucked up part is, she fucked up the depth and complexity of her messages by herself.
yes,
But the
she
thing
did.
about it is that before you can even get to those parts of the message, because of her baggage on the internet, we fucked it up.
Question.
But I'm somebody who watched it without the baggage because I didn't know nothing about her until you posted that thing on the thing. So I was going into it objectively, and I still couldn't
I
take
only
it
posted
seriously.
her actual
after.
video, and that was
But
it.
that's what I'm saying. I didn't know who she was until that was my first time seeing
That's why
and
I
or
asked
hearing
if
from her.
anybody heard
Which
of her.
is
I
why.
forgot about it.
So
Yeah, that
was like-
as somebody who is not blinded by her past, I still cringed by the end because it's like you say all of this, but I cannot take you seriously with all this weird ass dancing you're doing in the video.
Now, we all spoke about the timing being wrong and whatnot, right, and everything like that.
But it's just cringeworthy.
If Childish Gambino had co-signed the video, would it be different?
Yeah, but I don't think he would have let it
No,
go.
Little bit. Little
I'm
bit.
saying, would it be different if he had co-signed the video? You know, Nicole Arbor being the first video she's ever made, she released this video.
If it weren't for This Is America, and if it weren't for Nicole Arbor, if it weren't for those two
Praying
things,
for a lightning
that's
bolt.
if it weren't for those two things,
Deep breath.
like I'm not heated, just like we wouldn't be so caught up on oh my god, Nicole Arbor. I think there'd be a little bit more conversation about the actual message she poorly tried to convey.
I was
And no
still-
one
I
stopped.
was still
As of
asking
yet,
why
we
the
still
hell she
haven't
got
addressed
that.
any of that.
So yeah, video's trash.
But yeah, yeah, that's the thing.
The only thing
As
that
you
stood
mumbled,
out-
Real quick,
why
you
did
think
she
we spent
have
more
to
time
tap
on her
dance?
video than Childish Gambino's video? So
because it was just because Childish Gambino, while it had layers,
Well,
it was succinct to the point. Hers as a parody was it had topics. It had things that could have been better.
Parodies do better
It was
than
not a
those.
parody. She God honestly tried. That's what makes it so cringy.
That's why. That's why it attempted to be
I
a
would have
parody.
accepted
It,
it.
no, a
No,
parody makes fun
not
of
a
something.
parody.
I would have
She-
accepted it if
she
it
wasn't
was a
making fun of it.
parody.
She wasn't
the
making
fact
fun
that
of
it
it.
wasn't
She
a
was
parody
just Nicole.
made it even worse.
She just said she honestly God tried to make a This Is America, but about women's issues, and she messed it up
Yes, she did.
Horribly.
terribly.
So, do we have enough time to talk about Kanye?
Mr.
Why do we
Poopity Scoop?
want to
Why-
talk about poopity?
Look, we all look. No.
I like Poopity Scoop.
Stop.
So you guys.
Stop. Look. Let's summarize Kanye like
that's
this.
gonna
He
be
was
another
better
episode.
before. Look, he was
You
better.
want
Be-
to find
That's
that
gonna be
Guys.
because I could go either.
Let's
Oh,
just summarize
really?
Kanye like this. He was better before his mother died.
Facts.
The end.
Amen.
Next step.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
That's literally it.
that's
But can we just say,
But
I
we can always
honestly
break
thought
it
that was some kind of spoof or parody until my friend had posted the
That's not
song,
what
and then I was like,
gonna
oh my god, that's a real song. I didn't even know it was a
What,
real
Lift
song.
Yourself? Yeah.
Oh,
I was
I
like,
mean,
God.
basically,
I was gonna talk about Puppy Scoop.
the slavery thing.
I was
Slavery
gonna
was
mention,
the
but if
choice.
we don't have enough time on that,
Can we
that's
talk
fine.
about that? Yes.
We'll do it some other time.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
That's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
No, it's not.
Yes.
It actually falls right into the fucking
Well,
topic.
the thing is, do we have the time?
Yes and no,
Nah,
but
we don't
we
want to
have
go over
the
an hour.
time.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
If we
whole.
don't want to
Let's
go
see.
over an hour,
Continue.
Nah, that's gonna be a whole nother. How long did we start recording?
We
No,
started.
bring up the
All right, cool. Let's see.
How long?
Pardon keyboards.
well, it's gonna be edited. No worries.
All right, cool. Almost an hour and a half.
Yeah, so I think we should.
Yeah, so we're going.
Okay, fine. To summarize, he was better while his parents were alive, like Bruce Wayne.
One hour?
Bruce Wayne wasn't better when his parents were alive. He was a
What were you
kid.
gonna say?
Exactly, happier.
What was you gonna say?
I think
Happy's
one
was
more,
better.
one more thing I would
Sometimes
like to
Bruno
say
is
about
great.
Childish Gambino's video is amongst all the chaos and stuff, one of the things I did find interesting was the juxtaposition of, okay, you got all this craziness going on in the back, but then you have, you know, the dances, the celebration. I mean, as far as that type, you know, like doing what we do. And I think another part I took from the video, yeah, unfortunately it does become entertainment for the others, but at the same time, it is an escape, you know, it's an escape for us. We get together, we do what we do, we get down and we just try to live life and move forward despite all this nonsense. Like, yeah, we're still here, whether you like it or not, we're still here, and we're going to keep doing what we do, whether you like it or not, kind of thing. And I did kind of take that from it.
I like the fact that the video just opens interpretation any way you want it.
Yeah.
Because he didn't come out to officially say, this is what I mean by this, and that's what I mean by that. It's just, take it however you want it.
No, but like some of the things he was saying, like if you listen to the song without the video even, and he's going on like, I'm so pretty, I get down, this is how we do, like
You
all
know
that
what's
type of thing, and it's like,
That's something else
yeah,
that
you
came
gotta
out too,
feel
with a
it.
few people that I spoke to, a few certain kind of people, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, is this guy gay? Because of certain movements he was doing in the video. I know I'm so pretty.
Ignorant.
And they felt something. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
and
again,
of course
it's
there
not
are always
even
gonna
that.
be those
It's
people.
not
It's
even
not
that.
even about that.
It's not even about
It's
that.
not
Not at
even
all.
about
It
that.
really isn't. Like that whole point was
That it's just
basically
you feeling yourself like yes,
Yeah.
like that's not even a gay thing. That's just
It-
confidence right there. That's yes.
and
I'm
in the
nice.
context of
Something
the
that
video,
some people don't realize is
using
that
materialism to cover up just actual deep shit.
something that some people don't realize in the video as well is that it was featuring quite a few. I think 4 other people.
Hmm?
It was featuring 4 other people
In the video itself?
Yeah,
in the song.
in the song.
Oh, in the song, yeah. I caught
they were
Yeah.
doing the ad libs.
Yeah.
I forgot their name. I forgot all their names. I know I had a list of their names, but I don't have it with me.
It's
But
like
I mean, I could look it up easily. But it was certain mumble rappers basically.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were featured on it. And initially I was, my first thought on the video was like, isn't he making fun of these people too?
No.
But he's not. That was something that I was thinking about first when I saw the video. But he's not.
The part where he says something about looking at Twitter. I forgot who said that.
Kodak Black is one of them.
Yeah.
Because he mentioned, he even said something Kodak Black.
Yeah.
And I was like, and that's this is the line again.
Yeah, but Kodak Black doesn't mumble, so he's not a
Yeah.
mumble rapper.
Not him. I'm
He
just
doesn't?
saying. Yeah,
No.
people.
Oh.
Oh, this is the rest in peace. Oh, roll in peace, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, if you could stomach that type of rap music, I personally like that song, but because I can relate to that song. So
What's it about?
Send me the link.
Steve.
I want to hear it.
Probably a reflex. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I'm just saying, what the fuck? Just like, oh no, don't go onto the
We are
outside.
the
I'm gonna
No.
step out there. So
Like, be careful, it's to you outside.
You just go like yuck. Like
yes,
literally yuck.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Oh my god.
so yeah, Young Thug is on it.
Don't slap
Yeah.
me,
Okay.
old man.
Black Boy JB and Slim Jimmy are also on it. 21 Savage is on it.
Where
And
Jimmy
there's-
on there?
yeah, from Eardrummers.
Yeah, and there's Quavo's on it.
Oh,
That's a mumble rapper.
Yeah.
Quavo's on it.
yes, he is.
That's one more, and of course, yeah.
Even though he's the
Kodak
clearest speaking one out of the Amigos, but he's the Amigos on mumble rap.
So you're telling me he's a mumble rapper?
So you
but
mean to
he's
tell me
the clearest
everyone's
one?
gonna
He's
come
the clearest
upstairs
one among-
just to take 2
I-
shots
He's a
of
mumble
Captain
rapper.
Thunderstorm?
I
Get the
mean,
fuck out of here.
I know 2 songs from them.
Oh.
Can't name them off the top of my head, but I know 2 songs. I don't specifically listen to anybody. I just hear what I hear, like what I like, keep it moving.
But yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, what kind of music you listen to? I
Everything.
listen to music. That's it.
But yeah.
Everything.
But yeah, I guess that's gonna end episode 5.
Yeah.
Sure.
Before like 27 other people.
So who wants to say the line since Precious isn't here to say it?
I'm the one who came up with the line.
So say it.
Push the damn button.
There you go.
Be out.
Now we can talk right